and today I am super late, but I have a layout for iron crafters. I apologize for being so late. It's been crazy, and I am working on this on the day it's due, and it's going to be up today, but it's going to be late, obviously. So our iron crafters ingredient today is brads, and I think you could use brads or sequins. And I was going to use both, but I ended up just going with the brads because of the type of layout I decided to do. I think there was one other thing you could choose from, but I chose brads. And I went ahead and poked holes all the way around. And I thought I was going to have, because that container had a lot of brads in it, I thought I would have more black ones that would work. And I ended up not having enough to go all the way around. Also, I poked my holes every half inch, so there's that. But what I really wanted to do was the corners anyway. And I was going to do kind of a, oh my goodness, I can't think of what it's called. I've done it before on some of my other layouts, but I was going to do like a little feature in the corner. I was going to go all the way around and then do a little feature in the corner that just was kind of some string art, I think is what they call it. I ended up not doing the string art. I liked it just with it going around the edges, and I'm showing you here how I did that. This is a little sped up, so I hope you can kind of get the gist of this if you wanted to replicate it. It's not hard at all. I just wrap it around. It is 2 strands by the time you're finished on the inside. And I'm doing the inside instead of the outside. You could do it either way, just depending on how you were going to wrap. But I wanted mine on the inside because I'm going to have a black border around the outside. I've already cut this sheet of paper down. This is a Cocoa Vanilla Studio paper, and I have cut it down so I can have a black border. So now you can see that I have that finished. I also inked up the edges with that black soot ink sitting there. And then I went ahead and went all the way around with the 1mm foam tape that I get from scrapbook.com. And I just did the little edges out so that I can kind of get it placed exactly how I want it on the border without having it completely sealed down. And now I'm going to pull that backing off. And that just helps you get it straight how you want it, or straight-ish. I went with the foam tape. It's a very thin border, or a very thin width of the foam tape, but since I had those brad backs, the old style, I decided I wanted to use the foam tape just so that it wasn't poking any holes through that black, and it is fairly thick. I think the black border that I'm using is 110-pound weight, but anyway, that gave me a little bit of extra cushion, and I knew that the brads wouldn't cause any damage on the back side there because I have that border. So, and you saw that I was using some blue twine, and I did use black brads, and this collection has both black and blue in it. And now that I say black and blue, that kind of reminds me of this photo when I look at it, that kid is going to be black and blue one of these days doing some of the tricks that he does. This little thing that he's on is like a ninja warrior little, I don't even know. It's in my backyard between 2 trees, and he climbs across, just like a monkey on these different type of handholds. And he has gotten to where, he can do that pretty quickly, and he's good at it. And so now he has to make things more challenging because that's what little boys do, right? And so he does this thing where it looks like his shoulders are going to just pop right out of the sockets, and it hurts me to even look at him. He has actually, he flips all the way over when he's doing this too, which is also just painful to watch, especially if you've had shoulder surgery like I have, and I see in his future, like, how can he not? But anyway, he has lost his balance and kind of fallen a little bit, but he's just hops right back up and goes on. So they think they're indestructible, and He so far has been, thankfully, but I'm sure he'll be black and blue one of these days. Poor guy. Anyway, I am going to just use these papers. The two smaller papers, those are from a really old Bo Bunny 6x6 pad, and I have some scraps, and I have, a couple of sheets that were not full. I think the stripe is the full 6x6. The little square pattern is not. I did go off screen, and you saw me kind of cut a chunk out of the star paper that I was using. That was also a scrap. I cut a chunk out of it that was going to be used, was going to be covered up, and used that to cut some stars out because I knew I was going to embellish with some stars. And I had a bunch in a little container where all of my ephemera that I have left is. But I wanted some that was exactly like that paper also. And I was trying to cut out a few more of the blues because it seemed like when I went through all of these stars, I didn't have very many of the darker blue. And so that's kind of what I was trying to pull out when I started cutting. And there weren't a whole lot of dark blues in there either, but it worked out and I like how it looks. And I just kind of added, like, there's yellow in each little cluster. There's a lighter blue and a darker blue. One of them has some gray up there where the blue was pretty small. And I like how it looked. So I had pulled out the three, not really title pieces, but Stay Wild, Do Your Own Thing, and Awesome. And then I found the little hashtag, so I just made it hashtag awesome. And I toyed with the idea. You kind of saw me trying to look at it, do your own thing. And I was going to try and make it say, do your own awesome thing. But I just decided just to leave that piece whole where it was because I like it up there, making a separate little cluster. I'm adding my foam tape, still 1mm foam tape, on the back of this star. And I have glued everything else down on screen. I just missed that one. So I'm doing... or off screen, and I'm doing this one on screen. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to add some splatters here at the end. Tara O'Rourke over on the Paper Snob Facebook community runs this hop, Iron Crafters, and anyone can join in. It's a lot of fun. Every month we have a surprise ingredient, and she gives us plenty of time. I'm just late, but she gives us plenty of time to create something and make a video. You don't have to have a video. You can play along in the Facebook group, or you can add your pictures to Instagram if that's where you usually do that. But it's just fun, something different, and it does make you pull something out of your stash, which I love because I have so many of these older products that I don't get them used, and this just gives you a whole new look. And I really liked adding these brads on here and the twine, and it kind of just made for a fun, different look, and kind of reminds you of the little thing he's climbing on with the ropes and the handholds and all of that kind of thing. So I liked it. I thought it worked for this layout. It was very simple. I needed a simple layout because I was running behind today, but I did want to get in there and create something. It just makes you feel good. So that's what I did. I hope you enjoyed this process. Definitely check the playlist that's listed below and see what everyone else was doing with their brads and sequins and whatever the other thing was that I can't remember now. I will see you again tomorrow with another video. Bye-bye.